After investigations found no link between those cases and the vaccine. This news comes as America is grappling with an explosion of COVID cases. 41 states are reporting an increase in average new cases. 15 states have reported record hospitalizations in the last week. Director of the National Institutes of Health, Dr. Francis Collins.
This really does become a moment where all Americans have to recognize that each of us individually has a responsibility if we want to turn this around.
In hotspot Wisconsin, new cases are up nearly 40% compared to 2 weeks ago. 15-year-old Wisconsin resident Ava Pennycook is still suffering from hot flashes and extreme fatigue 3 months after recovering from COVID.
I still feel sick sometimes. Some days are good and then some days aren't.
How so?
One day, I'll have a really bad day and I'll just feel super dizzy.
That's too much to ask. I think it's safer for the people around me. I think I'm probably worried more about, giving it to somebody else, a mother-in-law, something like that, so no big deal.
I think it is stupid that people do not want to wear their masks when it's not so hard, and it's way more helpful to do it.
Actually, I'm okay with it, because I fly a great deal. I'm an essential worker. I'm a nurse traveling state to state, and I would really appreciate it, because I fly Delta, that they continue.
So again,
President Trump. Learn more at seniorsbeware.com.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this.
Colorado history could become the most massive the state has ever seen. It's already burned an area larger than the city of Chicago, and it might merge with an even bigger fire just a few miles away. Can you describe what it looks like in there?
I've been in and around wildfire for almost 10 years, and I've never seen anything like what we experienced 2 nights ago, where we had 100,000 acres growth in a matter of a night.
Crews are frantically trying to form a containment line to protect homes near the town of Granby, but officials say it's still too dangerous to get a full assessment of the destruction and possible lives lost.
Fires close to houses, fires close to our roadways, propane tanks are still venting off. There's a lot of safety risk up in there. I know people are scared.
Deputies have been sprinting door to door, warning homeowners to get out. The governor is also activating the National Guard, but it's too late for Matthew Reed.
We got 4 bags of clothes out of the house. Everything else is gone.
His newly built home in Grand Lake burned to the ground.
We've been in our house for 11 months. Took 3 years to build it, and it's gone.
Helicopter.
President Trump. Learn more at seniorsbeware.com.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this. He told me in a one-on-one interview that President Trump has done more in 47 months than Joe Biden has in 47 years.
I think Americans are excited to have a president that'll actually fight for them. Donald Trump did a lot of stuff that he wasn't even supposed to do. They weren't Republican Party platform issues. If we're talking, prison reform, opportunity zones, the First Step Act. He just did them because they were the right thing to do. He's pulling us out of endless wars.
Donald Trump Jr. also brought up Joe Biden and his son Hunter's questionable business dealings in Ukraine and China, calling out the mainstream media and big tech for not reporting it.
So what happened with the mainstream media as well as social media covering up the Hunter Biden scandal, where Joe Biden's literally, possibly the most compromised person to ever run for the United States presidency. And it's as though it didn't happen.
I asked him about his father's handling of the coronavirus pandemic, an issue the Democrats and others have been calling a failure.
When you look at how quick they've gone through with the vaccines and the therapeutics, it's Donald Trump, because he's a business guy, that was able to fast-track all of those things, cut through the bureaucratic red tape so that we can get this handled. Joe Biden's plan was to say nothing. He called my father racist for shutting down travel from the epicenter of a deadly viral outbreak.
Don Jr. also...
That was a shipping container yard. They would be removed from the train and put on trucks. And it used to be filled with containers that came from China. Now, the American economy started improving once these Chinese containers filled with Chinese products weren't being sold to Americans. American companies didn't profit. China did. I keep having people try to get me to buy Bitcoin and think that I have money to buy stocks and bonds with. Jesus, crying out loud. I barely got the money to get through the weekend. That's after I get paid. Don't like all those clouds up there. Don't like that at all. Ow. I'm on the street. I wish this thing had suspension. And I wish it was faster. 4 miles an hour. Damn. You almost walk fast in this thing. Hell, not now. Junk always in the way everywhere. Yeah. Won't be no cars out here if Joe Biden gets elected. Don't none of these stores be open either. Nobody be making money. Joe Biden in office. Say, quit putting those things in the way. Damn scooter's always in the way. Shazbot. I hate the rain. Ah, Wu-Tang, huh? I got your Wu-Tang. Well, public records are wrong. I've already voted, you dummies. Yeah, it started raining. Heard some thunder a minute ago. Did you hear it? The wipers are going on the cars. Got some brown in the trees. Just saw a flash of lightning too. There we go.
As to what happened? Yeah! Oh, Sam, I should be home in 15 minutes.
I'll phone in 15 minutes.
If you wait 15 minutes, he'll be late and you'll have to ground him.
I can't ground him, he's not late, can I? You just stay here, right? You got to stay here.
Yep. It's still raining, by God. It's been raining for about 5-6 hours now.
First engineer by studying him. NDE-1. That's what we call it.
See where that scooter is? Right in the middle of the walkway, right where it should not be. These things have to go. I'm tired of this crap. Right in the way. Right in the damn way. Come get your junk.